Hello there, Mehdi here, and welcome to this very unplanned video. Well, the plan at first was me having a late night editing session because I found some pictures I never edited because I forgot them. And I thought it might be a fun video if I, took you with me through the process of editing my pictures and, just talking with you, to be honest. Well, at first this channel was gonna be about technology and programming, but apparently we're gonna do photo editing as well. So this is kind of editing tutorial vlogging creative session. So I don't really know how to label this video, but I'm gonna put you on tripod here, screen record my screen, and let's edit these pictures. Well, now you're on a tripod and you have my screen that you can see. So let's start by importing these pictures. And funny story about these pictures is they were very unplanned, like this video, to be honest, because I was just after school going to a town nearby to buy this watch. Actually, this is the Apple Watch that I got, and I had my camera in my backpack because I try to always do. And I remember this day I had an interview I was shooting for my school, so I had it in my backpack, and I thought, sometimes the creative feeling just strikes you out of nowhere, and it did that day. And I thought it would be very interesting to try and take pictures of this station. Well, first of all, this one looks very nice. We can do something. Now I was trying some brackets options, the options on the camera no one ever uses. Maybe everyone does, just not me. Let's start with editing this picture. I quite like it. I like the exposition of this one because these ones are a little under saturated and exposed and overexposed. So we're gonna try and edit this one. Alright, let's try and see how much data we have on this raw file. Right, we have some data here, so we can play with this one. I want it to bloom, but not too much. I will start by making a nice curve here because the shadows are this area right here between the midtones and the shadows is a little too bright, I think. So I'm gonna just pull it down like this. We're gonna up the shadows so it has a faded effect like this. I like the composition, so I'm not gonna crop it, plus it's in Instagram 9:16 format. So for the temperature, I think I'm gonna make it a little warmer for that vintage tone. So we're gonna go like this. Let me just reset it so I can just do it a little bit, not too much, because we tend, when we start editing pictures, we tend to do this all the time. So, and we're happy, we go on the contrast and we do, well, that's a great picture. So let's just go back here, make it a little bit yellow, maybe a little on the magenta side because it's a little too green. We're gonna add our greens later, but only in the midtones because that looks good. So we're gonna do our color grading here. As I said, I like to do my teal and orange shadow and highlights and add a little bit of green in the midtones because they recreate, those old vintage film look. That's what we're going for with this one because it's a very industrial looking vintage kind of place. So let's start with the blue shadows like this. I like this one. I'm gonna go with orange highlights so it mimics the sun in this part of the picture, and like I said, I will little green midtones. Let's see how we're doing so far. I don't even remember how we do this bit. It's like this. Right, so this actually looks good. We still have some work to do. Something I like to do is add a linear gradient on the source of light. So here our light is coming this way, so we're gonna do a linear gradient like this and add some exposure like this. It will emphasize the source of light and it will make it a little bit better, in my opinion. We're gonna reduce the highlights a little bit so it doesn't oversaturate, overexpose our highlights. I'm saying oversaturate a lot. Alright, we're gonna add another linear gradient here because this area is too bright and we don't really wanna our the people who are seeing our art to look this way. So we're gonna do a linear gradient like this and reduce the exposure to guide the eye of the user or the person who's watching our art in this area right here, which is the main focus of the image. We're gonna even do something a little bit tricky, which is reducing the texture here and clarity, because we'll make it a lot softer so that it redirects the people's attention on this part of the image. Now we're gonna add a little bit of texture and clarity on the whole image, because in this part here we don't have much detail. We're gonna try to get it back with clarity. So I think, yeah, look at the difference this makes. Maybe a little too sharp. Gonna add a little bit of vignetting. I'm gonna try and dehaze only on a radial filter, or how is it called, radial gradient. We hold shift so it's even like this. We feather it a lot, and we're gonna dehaze this part because I want a little bloom effect on the light, which will look really good. I want this part to be a lot more, a lot darker, because I don't really like it being this bright. So we're gonna try and do a little brush, little mask out here, just a tiny bit. No, I didn't even know you could do that on you could move the whole mask. That's not very useful. Alright, this right here, and we're gonna reduce the exposure just a little bit and reduce its clarity and texture like this. We're gonna try to reduce like this and make it a little more yellow, because right now it's too blue, so it's like it creates a point of interest that we don't want. We want our whole image to be in that yellow grenishy kind of look. So I'm just gonna put it a little, I'm gonna slide this temperature, and like that it blends way more, because this is too normal looking. We don't want normal, do we? So we're gonna do it like this, and I think that's a very good start. I'm gonna try not to make this video 30 minutes long, so we're gonna reuse these settings for most of the pictures, because we want to have the same look. And let's see the before and after of this one. Right, I think that's a good improvement. Let's do Control C. Let's try and choose another one. For info, this was shot on a Sony ZV-E10 with the kit lens normally, which is what I'm shooting on right now. The autofocus is really fast, I like it. This one. Well, I hope I have another good take. That doesn't look like it. I don't have many takes. Yeah, this one is out of focus. That's very sad, isn't it? I appear to only have one take. Right, this one looks a little bit good. Not as good as I want it to be. Yeah, these are all out of focus, so I think we have only one shot from this whole photo shoot, which was 5 minutes long. Let's not kid ourselves. Maybe one of them is in focus. Yeah, this one doesn't look very bad. I'm just gonna adjust the exposure because it doesn't really match the other one, so it's a lot darker. We're gonna add the same filter here because it's way too blue. Why is the brush so big? What? Ah, no, because it's not the brush I'm looking for. Alright. I want a brush. Alright, this was my brush. Well, now too small. I'm gonna go over here on these ones. And adjust the temperature like this. Yeah, we can see this makes an instant change to the whole mood of the image. We're gonna do the same technique for the linear gradient. The source of light is here, so we're gonna do them like this. We're gonna add our exposure. Look at the change this makes. So if we do, look how it embellishes the source of light we already have. And we always need to add the opposite one, which is gonna contrast with all of that, which is in this situation this, like this. It's a sort of contrast, but not on the whole image, you know, you create it with fake lights. Let's reduce the texture, the clarity, and then we go here, maybe a little bit more clarity on this one. We may lose some data, but you know, it's not really in focus. I really thought I had way more pictures on this photo shoot, but the video is already 11 minutes long, and you've seen some of the steps on how I edit my colors. That was the main idea of this video, so I'm happy with that. Let's just reduce the color temperature a little bit. It's too yellow for my taste. Right, this looks better. And where are these slides? Alright, so we're gonna add some texture. You know, texture will change a lot the picture. You can see how much details it adds, but you know, you lose some quality. So alright, this balances for the fact that the picture wasn't in focus. I just noticed from earlier on, I'm looking at the actual screen of the camera, not the lens. It's okay, I'm sorry about that. Let's just add some more clarity, not make it too contrasty, and do the same mistake I told you about earlier, which is, you know, going woohoo with the sliders. Right, those are 2012 Pinterest pictures. I'm joking. Right. So yeah, I guess we just have two pictures of them. Well, this one looks good. I think this one looks good. We need a little bit, another slider here. So we're gonna do blap, blap, another slider here. That reduces the exposure like this. And I think we didn't even have to play with the color values, which are here. I think that looks already good. That was a very, very good looking train station. We're gonna just saturate this box because it's a funny box. Yeah, we can. Oh, these are not yellow, are they orange? Yeah, it's orange. We're gonna let it to 0. And yeah, so these were the pictures. I hope you liked this video. It was really unplanned. I'm just gonna post it because, you know, I'm trying to make content and I'm very hesitant as I think a lot of creatives are. You know, we get scared about posting the videos we make, so you know, F it. Let's just do it. So yeah, if you liked this video, give me a like and comment down what you thought about how I edit my pictures on these unplanned videos. And I hope to see you next time. Give me a follow. Till next time, ciao. Bye.